Hey everybody, you're watching Park Pass. My name is Chris, and in today's video, I'm going to give you the top 5 travel tips you're going to need for 2026. But before we get into it, I just want to say, if you are planning on traveling in 2026, so say you're planning a trip, and it doesn't matter where you're planning on going, it can be anywhere. If you are planning on traveling in 2026, down in the comments down below, put travel buddy in comment. Just put down the comment down below, put travel buddy. So that way I know who my travel buddies are and we can learn and see where you guys are going. Because we love to follow along and see where you guys are going on your amazing excursions and whatever you guys are doing. So make sure you put travel buddy down in the comments down below. All right, so let's get into the top 5 tips of 2026 for travel. And it's real, and some of these, they might apply to you and some of them might not, but I'm just trying to give you some broad strokes of how to help you save some money and how to make your travel a little bit smoother in 2026. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 5 is if you are planning on flying, let's say you're going to be booking a flight, you're flying somewhere, Florida, California, or anywhere you're flying. Typically, airlines, the lowest prices for a ticket is 18 to 29 days before your flight. Study shows that is the sweetest spot to book an airline ticket is 29 to 18 days before your flight. If you book out a little too far in advance, sometimes it's a little bit higher price. If you book after 18 days, the price is going to keep getting higher and higher and higher. So if you are looking to fly, just keep in mind 29 to 18 days before you want to leave. That's usually the best time to book a flight. Now, that being said, if you absolutely, positively have to be there and you cannot miss this, then you might want to you can book your flights before the 29 days. Just realize it might be a little more expensive. And sometimes airlines will have a deal like saying if you purchase and the price drops, they'll refund that. It's rare that they do that, but you kind of be aware when you buy your tickets to see if they do drop prices, if they're going to refund the difference. Not all airlines do that. Some of them do. So just keep in mind, tip number 5, buy your airline tickets 18 to 29 days before you fly. Speaking of that, I just flew in from Las Vegas. Boy, are my arms tired. All right, let's move on to tip number 4. Tip number 4 for travel of 2026. Don't be afraid of hotel hopping. Hotel hopping. What is hotel hopping? It's usually when you go on vacation, you stay at one hotel the entire time. That's not always the best plan. For example, every time we travel as a family to Florida and are going to like Universal Studios or Walt Disney World, we hotel hop. And the reason we hotel hop is the hotels will offer you various perks for staying with them. And so why not get all those perks, collect them all? So for example, you're staying at Walt Disney World, a Disney hotel, they might have extended hours or they have an early entry. So it's really good to stay at one of those hotels. But if you stay at a deluxe resort at Universal Studios, Orlando, then you are getting like their express passes for free. So a lot of times Amanda and I, what we'll do is we'll start at Universal, we'll stay at one of the hotels there, get that amazing perk, and then we'll move over to the Disney and get their perks. Don't be afraid to hotel hop. And it's usually, it doesn't cost any more money at all. And so a lot of times people think, well, I have to stay at the hotel for 5 days to get the perk. You don't. You need to stay there for one night usually to get those perks. So don't be afraid to hotel hop. When you're planning your vacation, look at the different hotels and what they're offering, the perks that they're having, and try to capture and retain all those perks for yourself, because those are some amazing value and you don't want to miss out on that. All right, now tip number 3 is if you are traveling, abroad or whatever, make sure you take a photo of your passport, your driver's license, insurance, all that information, and then keep that like on your cell phone in like a little folder that maybe says like travel plans or something like that. That way, if you were ever traveling and you lose something important, you can always go back and show a photo of what your document was. This is a really, really smart thing. I mean, even if it's just your driver's license or whatever you need, keep a photo of your documents so that way, and keep it secure so people don't see that, but it's nice to have. And also, I'm just going to throw this a little bit caveat because, oh my gosh, if you ever saw my video when I went to Japan, Universal Studios Japan, for you glasses wearers, always take an extra pair of glasses as well. I lost my glasses on one of the rides attractions. My glasses flew off, but luckily I was carrying my old pair of glasses. So if you're ever traveling and you do wear glasses, I would also always carry a second set of glasses with you because you never know. There's nothing worse on vacation and then also you lose your glasses. That's just a little side tip. All right, let's get on to tip number 2. Tip number 2. Don't forget the reason you're going on vacation. The reason you're going on vacation is primarily to relax, reset, and create memories. Now, a lot of times, and I'm going to be kind of speaking to a lot of the fathers at this point because I'm guilty of this too. We spend a lot of money to go on these vacations. So we feel like because we're doing this, we have to cram as much as we can in the vacation. We got to cram as much as we can in the vacation. the children, your children, they're going to remember the memories. So if you're going to Disney or Walt Disney World, they're not going to remember that you did 19 rides in one day. But you know what they are going to remember? They're going to remember hanging out with you. They're going to remember going to the pool. They remember laughing in lines with you. Remember hanging out with you. Don't underestimate the importance of memories on a vacation. That's what you're going to do. Years down the road, when I think about my past Disney vacations, I don't ever go back. Remember that time we did 19 rides one day? I go, do you remember that time it was raining super hard and we were laughing? Do you remember that time we got that amazing taco salad and we dropped it on the floor on accident? Those are the memories that I cherish. I cherish those memories. So when you go on a vacation, don't forget that you are creating these amazing memories. And I know that we're spending a lot of money to go on vacation, so we feel like we want to just cram in and do everything we can because we've got to get the most value we can. You are creating memories. Don't forget to kind of step back, take a deep breath, and just enjoy the time you have there with your family. And that's really hard sometimes. We spend a lot of money because we feel like we got to do everything. But at the end of the day, if you create wonderful memories with your family, that is the best money you could ever spend. It's something you will always cherish. And I often have to remind myself that too. I'm like, oh my gosh, we can just take a deep breath, relax, and just enjoy the day with my family. All right, guys. Tip number 1. There are some Black Friday sales going on right now. There is a lot of them, and these are some really intense sales. So I'm going to kind of talk to you about what they are. I'm going to kind of read them a little bit because these are some really good sales. They end on November 19th, before even Black Friday. So if you are thinking of traveling on a cruise to Disneyland, Disney World, or Universal Studios Orlando, right now you can save yourself some extra money by getting onto these pre-Black Friday sales. So let's get into it. If you're thinking about going to Disneyland right now, these sales are going on. They have adults at kids prices on 3-day and longer tickets. They have these bundles and save packages where you can save up to $50 per package. You can book your whole vacation for just $99 down. And there's a lot of hotels right now that are giving extra nights. If you stay with them for like 3 nights, you get the 4th night free, or say 2 nights, you get the 3rd night free. In order to find those deals, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to call 1-855-GETAWAY, and we tell them Park Pass sent you, and say, hey, what hotels have free nights, and tell them the destination you're going to. So I'm going to Orlando or Anaheim or wherever you're going, and they will pull up all these little secret hotels that are giving out free extra nights. So definitely do that. Or you can click the link down below, and that'll also show you the hotels that are giving you the free nights. Okay, now, here's another thing you have to be aware of. Walt Disney World also has a bunch of specials going on. Walt Disney World, they also have adults at kids prices for 3 days and longer tickets. 3 days and longer tickets. You can save up by bundling, save up $50 by bundling your hotels and tickets together. Same thing like Disneyland. And they have these amazing offers where if you're not interested in going to Magic Kingdom, I mean, well, most people are, but if you're like, oh, I've done Magic Kingdom now, I just want to go to Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios, they've got some screaming deals on tickets right now. Like, these are the cheapest that you could probably ever see these tickets. So you can do that for Walt Disney World. Now, Universal Orlando Resort down in Florida, the Universal Orlando Resort, they also have adults at kids prices for 3 days and longer tickets. They have bundle and save. You can save up to $50 for bundling. And they can have save 10 to 30% on 5-night select stay dates. So if you're going to be going to Universal Studios and you want to save these certain days, you can let them know, and they can save up to 10 to 30% on your vacation, which is a really, really good. And they're having brand new ticket types that are coming out for Epic Universe. So they're going to be bundling these different ticket types, and you can save yourself if you want it. If you're excited to go down and check out Epic Universe. Now, let's talk about cruises. Cruises are a fantastic vacation. If you've never done a cruise, I would highly recommend it. They're very fun, very low stress, really good. You just have to eat all the food you want and just enjoy all the sceneries. Great memory makers. Disney does have a special rate going on right now. Their deposit, you have to put a deposit down to book your cruise. They're knocking 50% off the deposit, which is, so you can put less down the deposit, and that's a great deal, I guess. And then we also have Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean, I feel like they're really knocking out the park. Right now, they have their second guest. So you're booking 2 tickets. The second guest is going to get 60% off. Not 16, not 50, not 59, 60% off the second guest, which is absolutely almost unfathomable. And kids and it doesn't stop there. Kids sell free in Royal Caribbean, which is amazing. So if you want to capitalize on these Black Friday offers, then you go make sure you click the link down below and let us know. Again, if you're planning on traveling for 2026, please put down Travel Buddy We would love to see where you guys are traveling. What do you guys think you're doing? I would love to know some different travel destinations and hear what you guys are thinking about traveling. I often get asked all the time about traveling. People are like, well, what do you pack and things like that. I always get a little hesitant to talk about that because I'm like, is that kind of boring? Is that good content? I don't really know. But I feel like these are some really good deals going on. I had to share them with you so you guys can help save you some money in 2026. You are the very best. Have a fantastic Friday. And I just want to say this real quickly. I know that we're entering into the holiday season right now. And the holidays is incredibly fun, but it also can be sad for a lot of people because there are a lot of loved ones who passed on. We miss them. And we get to these holidays, it brings a little bit of sadness or sometimes depression or makes us feel lonely. If you are feeling that at this time, I just want you to know how amazing you are. You are wonderful. You make the world better. And I want you to know that the holidays are for you to be happy too. You can enjoy that happiness. So, and I understand that. I understand that. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a fantastic Friday. Bye-bye. Oh, travel tips for 2026. Save yourself some money and have some fun in 2026. Woo! All right, hey, to our Patreons, thank you so much. We couldn't do these videos. We love your support. We think you're amazing. And if you want to be a Patreon, click the link down below. There's a Patreon link, and you can have your name on this end card and get amazing extra content just for our Patreon society. You guys are the very best. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.